For more, I'm joined by US criminal defence attorney Lauren Johnson-Norris. Thank you for your time this afternoon, Lauren. What more do we know about the 5 accused?
Well, we know that 2 of these doctors were entrusted with his care. Another individual was his personal assistant. One street-level drug dealer was involved, and another individual who helped distribute the drugs to him. We know 3 of the individuals have already pleaded guilty, so the evidence was overwhelming enough for those folks to decide to plead guilty at this point. One other doctor remains still facing charges, and the drug dealer is behind bars.
It is surprising that 2 of the people charged are doctors, isn't it?
I think it's absolutely astounding. We rely on medical professionals to care for patients. We look to them for advice and care. And to know that Perry went to them suffering from addiction, he needed help with his addiction. Instead, they took advantage of that. Took a ton of money in order to get these drugs to him. And really, it's just a betrayal to the public. It's a betrayal to everything that doctors stand for.
Why do you think all of this information is coming to light right now? How long has the investigation been going on?
I think it's been going on since Perry passed. Sometimes they have to gather evidence, and it sounds like they were working with multiple federal agencies, including the United States Postal Service, the DEA, and others, to figure out exactly how the drugs got to Perry. Who did they come from? And in this instance, it sounds like there were 2 different sources. First, they have the group of doctors who are supplying the drugs, and then they had the street-level drug dealer who was also supplying the drugs that ultimately killed him. Now that we know 3 people have pleaded guilty, I imagine they've provided quite a bit of information that resulted in the charges that were brought forward today and the 2 remaining defendants who faced those charges.
Some people have been critical about the fact that it's just because Matthew Perry was a celebrity that so much investigation has gone into how these drugs came to get to him. But you argue this will have a ripple effect for any other addicts who might be taken advantage of.
I think so. You know, in regular people's lives, in these daily type of cases where addicts unfortunately overdose on drugs, it can be hard for prosecutors to get the evidence of who supplied it. Witnesses and people who know them don't want to cooperate against higher level drug dealers and distributors. But in this case, because of Perry having other people advocating for him and because of his high profile status, the government was able to determine that it was coming from different sources. I do hope this has a positive ripple effect because it can be hard to prove these cases, but in this case, it sounds like the evidence is clear.
You're calling for more public awareness about the dangers of prescription drugs like ketamine. What should people know?
Well, it's abundant. It is everywhere. You go on the internet, on social media, and you can see ads for individuals to buy ketamine and use it at home. But without the proper administration and the care of a doctor, these drugs could kill someone. They clearly have. And I think the public should be very wary about the access, making sure that they always consult with a doctor if they're treating their mental health issues, and make sure that a physician is with them at any time they're taking this controlled substance.
Lauren Johnson-Norris, thank you very much for your time today.
My pleasure. Thank you.